maps, and the two lots that you're talking about, they have like nothing on them right now,
Yeah,
right?
nothing on them right now,
Right.
some gravel.
Yeah, have you seen any activity up there recently at all?
No,
Okay, and how long do you think it's been shut down?
I mean, I don't know the exact date, but September, October, or something, I mean.
9 months.
6 months.
Well, they ripped everything down, I know, they ripped
in
everything down in July, but they were still operating there for months after that, months after that, so it's.
Were they operating or just moving stuff out?
Operating.
Okay.
Like, they haven't been operating out of the office, but they have been operating out of the shop and still maintaining the equipment and doing all of that.
Just on the, but on the one lot only?
Yes, on the one lot. The other lot has been, in July, they finished moving everything out, and they'd still been coming and going and getting stuff for jobs. Like I said, clearly the one lot, I don't care what it's zoned, clearly the one lot is a commercial business.
Yeah, I mean, the city rezoned it about 30 years ago to residential, and so they're trying to zone it
Right,
industrial.
industrial.
We want it to, I mean, according to our code, it should go to residential. So that's why this is on the agenda. So,
Which I understand that, the one, like I said, the one lot, I have a difference of opinion about because I don't get how they can rezone something that is clearly a business. I understand that they did. I don't understand how they can rezone that is clearly a business when it's been a business. That's kind of, is what it is. But the two empty lots that were homes, that they just left the homes and kept storing stuff behind, I'd like to certainly not see those become industrial.
thank you.
Any
Anybody else?
discussion? Anybody else? I'm gonna open the regular meeting at 7:17. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Aldermen meeting of February 10th, 2025. Board of Aldermen executive session meeting minutes of February 25th of 2025. And the March 5th meeting of 2025. We'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the Board of Aldermen meeting for February 10th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
I know.
Second?
I want to make a correction.
Okay. Go ahead, Ron.
I want to add my comments. Alderman Slattery claimed the board appreciated Mrs. DeLonge. Everyone is complimenting her. I also want to include, for some reason it wasn't included when I made my comments, that I also said that I did not hear any one of the Board of Aldermen make any kind of derogatory comment ever against Ms. DeLonge.
All right, we'll correct that for you, Ron. Did you want to second it? Tammy made a motion to.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I oppose.
The motion passes and the minutes are approved. Approval of the minutes for the Board of Aldermen meeting, the executive session, February 25th of 2025. I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the Board of Aldermen executive session meeting, February 25, 2025. Have a motion?
I have some questions on that.
On the are we done with the closed minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about those in open session.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. You'll have to ask me.
Okay.
You want to make a motion to approve those minutes at this time, anyone?
If not,
Well, if he
we're
answers-
gonna wait
He has
till-
questions.
we can just push it off to the next meeting. That's okay.
Approval of the minutes of the Board of Aldermen executive session meeting of March 5th, 2025. We'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes for the Board of Aldermen executive session meeting, March 5th, 2025. Do we have a motion?
Do we need to take these to the next meeting also? The closed session?
I mean, not if no one has comments about you. You can approve them.
No.
Are you going to have questions or?
No.
Okay.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Thanks, Michael. Second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Carol. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes and the minutes are approved. Under citizens' comment petitions, any citizens who want to speak? Ann Howard?
I just want to give a quick summary of our 30th anniversary committee meeting that we had last week. We just want to we made a few decisions already. We have engaged Kenrick's Catering to do the food. It'll be hot dogs and chips, $6.60 in per person. We've decided not to have beer and soda because, first of all, you find somebody who can control 21-year-old and up above things. And we were worried about bees and the bugs and everything for the soda, so we're just gonna go with the little bottles of water, we decided, instead of spending all that money on beer and soda. And then we also decided not to have any outdoor seating available, so we're gonna advise people to BYOC, bring your own chairs, so. I've talked to the St. Simon's Boy Scouts, and they're tentatively helping us clean up afterwards, or during the afternoon. There's only 6 of the scouts, so I'm not sure how far we can get along with them. We have signed a contract for the mobile stage rental from Sunset Hills. It's $900 and it'll include delivery, setup, and pickup. Talking about having it at the end of the street here. I did talk to Paul about soliciting ordinance because we wanted to find out if we could just go around and ask people for money, donations, gifts, whatever. And he said, yeah, that's no problem. It's our First Amendment right. So. Then we need to check on getting electrical service to the outdoor, because there is not a single outdoor outlet on this whole building, we found out. So the stage, they do have a generator, which we probably will have to get. And we like snow cone machine, popcorn machine, we'll need something for that probably. So I'm gonna talk to the guy who runs those and see if he has some kind of generator. Derek said maybe electric generator some way we can get, we don't have to keep filling up with gas or whatever, so. The opening ceremony, Mayor Tim's gonna give our opening remarks, but we would like the board to be there. Welcome to make comments if you want, but we would like to have the residents see who you guys are. I mean, I didn't know you till I started coming to meetings, so if you just were there for the day, introduce everybody, that's the main thing, just so everybody can put a face to a name. We did get a full page announcement put in the Green Park newsletter, if you all saw that, hopefully, to get more volunteers and donations and that thing. And then we will be having our anniversary committee meetings on the second Tuesday of the month, except for next month because that's election day. So our meeting will be on Wednesday, April 9th. And all are welcome. Everybody come and help us out. We had 6 people in our last meeting, so we could use a little more help. So okay, that's all I got.
Thanks, Ann.
Thanks, Ann.
I have
Any
a question
questions?
though, yeah. You know, I was at the meeting, I don't recall that we decided to not have any outdoor seating, and I can't remember. I know we had big tents, and everybody got to sit under there. I thought we provided the seating, but at the meeting I suggested to tell people to bring a long chair because we won't have enough
Right, we
seating.
didn't want to have to rent chairs because they were $1 a piece. And we could, bring on some of these if we had to. I think we still have
Well,
old
we
ones.
won't be bringing out any of this stuff here, no
Well, I
way.
meant we had old ones. Remember, we talked about bringing out the old chairs and tables if we can still have them.
I don't think we have the old chairs, we just have the old tables, but, I mean, we'll talk about it, I guess, at the next meeting, but
Okay.
I think we need to rent some chairs. These old people can't be coming up with chairs or lawn chairs or carrying stuff. And there were a lot of old people, not, I'm one of the old people, but, there were a lot of old people, but we'll revisit that if you
Okay.
don't mind.
All right.
Okay, great.
All right, no problem.
Thanks, Ann.
Okay, I do have one other question.
Sure.
Are those white lines going down Miller Road for parking on each side?
No, they are for, not for parking, it's a shoulder. So if your car breaks down, you have somewhere
Okay,
to.
because
pull
there's no
off.
parking signs along
That's-
there, and yet
that's
there's
correct.
always cars parked there. And that's what threw me. So I just wanted to know for sure.
It's a shoulder.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Ann. All right, 3.1, Mayor and Board of Aldermen. I do not have a report tonight. Marty, do you have a report?
No reports.
Carol?
Was there gonna be a comment on moving some furniture in the office? Was that comment gonna be made now, or?
That was a motion that we made to have the furniture moved from one office to the other. Did we get a handyman to take care of that yet, or?
I got someone, and I discussed it with Teresa today.
Okay.
But I need to know if everybody's on board with that. It's a company that I use for my staging company, and I have it right here. It's $162 an hour. You get two guys for 2 hours. You use less, they prorate it. If you use more, maybe we get this closet cleaned out over here. But they are scheduled for this Thursday, which Teresa said was a great day, to do it at that time. But I need to know in case I need to cancel it, because they've got my credit card on this. So if you guys don't want to do that, let me know now. But this is a great deal, they work very hard, and they are insured, they're sending in the insurance, so you know.
Are we talking about Teresa and Tim's, which
Yeah.
The office is
I thought
correct.
that was put on hold, is that correct?
No, that was a
We made a
motion
motion on
that
that.
Carol had made.
That's what
and
I
had
thought, and we
done.
approved it.
Yes, and
Okay.
apparently the handyman is too busy or not able to do it, or,
He's
Sounds like-
not returning calls, sounds like
it's
to
not handy.
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm fine with that, Carol, Penny.
If you guys are okay,
Is there any way we, I mean, the purchasing code says that we're supposed to get 2 bids for anything like this. Is there any way we can get another bid?
Sure.
Is there a dollar amount?
Well, I mean, it's.
I can get
there's
another
not a
bid.
dollar amount, but I mean, generally speaking, we like to get a couple of bids.
Right.
Okay, maybe I can find another company. The problem, honestly, is finding people that are insured.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing. But let me see if I can find someone else. In the event I can find someone else, I mean, how can we expedite this? Because I would have to let them know sometime late tomorrow or
What's
when.
the total cost of,
The total cost is $324 for 2 hours.
and they think that's all they need?
Probably, yeah. I mean,
I
probably.
mean, so then I would just say then approve, the board could approve up to $320.
$324. Well, here, well, wait, a service fee's 15, blah, 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 deposit, I put all that on. So after the deposit and everything, well, the total is $339. $339, and that was with the service fee on
Should you go a little more than that, just to cover?
it.
So it's
Well, the thing is, if
four-
well, if you want to go higher to approve it, they take longer for anything else you may need moved in here, because I know you guys talk about the boxes in the back and that. Get them while they're here, and you can actually keep them longer, and they just extend it, and then they charge 2 times. They charge right when it's done, and then any overtime and stuff, they'll charge that 4 days later. But it isn't double the cost or anything, it's the same price.
Cabinet 600.
You want to go to 500 at the most? And then for only additional work, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say 600.
yeah, you want to approve for 500 for any
It's a
over,
cabinet.
up to 500 for any over?
I would suggest 600 because for 334 and 500, that's not a lot of difference if you're talking, we might be adding another 2 hours on.
Well, I mean, if you think we can knock this out, but then you're going past regular hours,
I understand that.
if you're okay. Okay, good, thank you.
You got a motion?
Well, do we need a motion?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Roll call.
What's the motion?
What's the
The
motion?
motion's for a $500 cap on,
I think 500 should do
Yeah, let's
it.
go.
And you're making the motion, Carol?
I'll make the motion to go up to 500 for bellhop, and I will also try to get someone else to have for comparative reasons, so you'll see by tomorrow evening, but,
okay,
you know, the insurance is the issue.
Okay, I second.
second, okay, Michael. Any roll call or just, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? All right. Anything else, Carol?
No, that should do it, thank you.
Michael, do you have a report?
I have none.
Okay. Ron?
No,
Tammy? All right. What about the city attorney? Do you have a report?
I don't have any report.
All right. Engineer?
No
City
reports.
engineer? Yes, we're going right along here. City clerk?
I'm not quite sure if it's a report. There are two things I'd like to bring up. We have another account that is not at Simmons. It was on your, right in front of you when you came in. It's at US Bank. It's the municipal court account. Paul did a motion that stood at the last meeting and we would allow me to be on that account.
I can't tell you because I don't remember what that motion was, so.
Okay.
Well, why don't we just make another motion to
Yeah, I mean,
put
this is
Jordan's
the US Bank, when we contracted with St. Louis County, recontracted with them for the court services, they were the ones, they do all their dealing with US Bank, so they required us to open an account with US Bank just for their purposes. So that's what this account is. So yes, I agree, just do another one.
Okay, motion to do that.
second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? All right. Anything else, Teresa?
Yes, one more thing. Kelsey has brought it to my attention that the board has approved her retirement plan. She's given the paperwork to Mayor Thuston, and it's been over a year, and she has not returned the paperwork. According to her, she's being told that Mayor and Jeff are looking into different options, and she's just concerned that it's been so long. This is time she is not collecting any type of retirement. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
I assume this was approved in the December meeting? And
It's been over a year, it's well before my time.
I don't remember doing any retirement issues for the part-time people.
Okay.
And I don't know why we should be doing retirement for part-time people.
That was my comment and I'm like.
I have no
part-time-
recollection either.
Like, I don't know of any part-time employee that gets retirement.
Okay.
I think you really ought to look at your policy before you.
Yeah.
You can't promise somebody something and take it away from them.
Right.
If she was
I'm
promised.
just saying I don't remember.
The city has a simple
I'd like to
IRA
look into
plan,
it.
and if you have if your simple IRA plan is open to everybody, then, you know, that's what it is. I don't know what the process is of getting signed up, but.
Was she just told by Mayor Thuston and Jeff Bloom possibly, or, well, it would have been over a year, so it wouldn't have been Jeff? Because I don't recall that discussion, but that's okay.
I
We'll
can
look
look
into
into a
Yeah.
policy book and I'll look through to see
Okay,
if it was
good.
ever put into the minutes. It's the same for me. I'm past my probation period, so I would also like to go on the city retirement plan.
does she have any paperwork to that effect?
Kelsey does, and she's emailed it to me. Meaning from her insurance broker, I'm not quite sure what they're called, the person that set up the account for her.
Can we see it?
Her paperwork,
Yes.
it's not city paperwork.
We'll look into it.
I'll email it out to you guys. But it's just what she set up.
What did we have, what paperwork do we have when we hired her? I mean, I'm picking up on what Paul said. What were the promises or whatever made when she was hired?
I can only go by what I'm told because I
Oh,
wasn't here.
Right, no, I understand that.
Okay.
But let's not jump to conclusions on,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll look into it.
Yeah.
She should probably have like an original document or something that she was given, or some kind of onboarding, type stuff. So if she has something like that, that'd be helpful.
Okay.
Do you have anything else, Craig?
No, I'm good.
3.5, Treasurer's Report. We don't have a report tonight. 3.6, County Police Report. Officer Hake, would you please present the February police report?
Good evening. I'll be quick too. February was very cold, very quiet. We only had 15 police reports in the month of February, and only 4 of those were criminal reports. 2 stealings, an auto theft, and a peace disturbance. So very, very quiet. I really don't have much from February at all.
Sounds good.
And thanks.
What, can I ask, what was that peace disturbance?
Up at Dairy Queen, there was a customer got irate and really stupid with the employees, and we gave him a citation for it. He had a hammer in hhis pocket and he was threatening the employees for not making his ice cream the right way. It was just ridiculous, so we sent them to court.
There you go. Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Unfinished business, we have none.
I got something on that, Joe.
Okay.
One thing on the email from memo from Kelly Blaine.
Who's that
Concerning
again,
the,
Mike? I'm sorry. Who's that again?
there was the email from Kelly Blaine.
Kelly Blaine is prosecutor's assistant.
Yeah, and the 9910 Timothy Lane, the defendant failed to appear. That's rental property, and I'm wondering why we've not notified the owner of the property and taken him or her to court as well.
Is that not the owner?
Okay.
No,
Can you tell me what the violation is?
That's the carport I keep calling it.
Okay, and that's a rental property?
Yes.
yes,
Okay, and we're only taking the
well, there's only
resident?
one name on this,
And
and
it's
that's
not
the
the
person
owner?
who's living there. That's a renter, and the renter's dragging her feet, and quite probably, and maybe the owner doesn't know that it's been cited. So maybe,
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that because it
Okay.
really should be the property owner.
right,
Okay,
okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Thanks, Michael. Under new business, 5.1, resolution number 389, resolution approving preliminary development plan submitted by Lake Plan Marketing
Yeah.
for an office warehouse at 11049 Lynn Valley Drive. Any discussion? I will entertain a motion to adopt resolution 389. Got a motion?
Motion.
And
Second.
Second. All right. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. Motion passes. 5.2, application for a change in the zoning district designated the 3 properties from residential RS1 to Plan Light Industrial PSI pursuant to section 405420 of the Green Park zoning code. This is just for discussion. Any discussion?
Well, there's no one here, is that correct?
That's correct. That is correct, but still, it'd be nice to know, for my purposes, what, as I've explained to the P&Z and then to you guys, that this is this was rezoned 30 years ago to residential when the city incorporated. And that was pursuant to the city's comprehensive plan that was adopted at the same time that said everything north and west of the Burlington Northern right-of-way should be RS1 residential, single family in the future. And that would include this lot and then the county's yard out there. And then the only exceptions were the Green Park, the apartments and the nursing home. So, if the board was interested in doing something like entertaining a change, then I would recommend that you send it back to P&Z to review the comprehensive plan. But if you don't have any interest in rezoning it to any, and you want to leave it residential, then we can just either indicate that to the applicant and see if they just want to withdraw it, or we'll put it on the next meeting for an affirmative vote. Yes?
I have a motion.
Okay.
I got a question. I'm kind of interested in what the residents have to say there, and we heard from Mr. Yeager, so I'm really kind of interested in that one piece of property or the one parcel he's talking about that is thought was commercial only, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah, it's 3 lots. The 2 lots closest to Green Park Nursing Home are just vacant lots that had homes on them until July sometime. They disappeared. We were in Alaska, so they disappeared while we were gone, which is great. But the other lot is clearly, zoned whatever it is clearly commercial property.
Right.
I lean heavily towards staying with the comprehensive plan, and it reverts to residential, all of it.
Yeah, I think the planning and
That's my
zoning
opinion.
recommended 5 to 2 to stay residential.
This is an opportune time. 30 years, one business there for 30 years. This is an opportune time to make it right.
No, I agree. I like the residential plan too. I just think we should probably, or P&Z should look at it to what the residents have to say as well, and at least look into it and kind of evaluate the site even more. The residents are closer than any of us are. I understand what the zoning is. I just think we should hear the residents and at least evaluate it.
Well, I know, and we sent letters to everybody within 185 feet, and the Yeagers are here, and nobody else, so.
Well, apparently there's been 2 houses torn down and nobody's come to us about it. Do you know anything about it, Joe?
No.
If the letters were sent out and no one responded, then evidently that's pretty much safe.
The letters are mailed out. They were mailed out a good 3 weeks ago. It was also advertised in the newspaper as a public hearing.
It'd be nice to have another Cindy's Court or something in that area. It would be lovely. As a realtor, I could tell you the aesthetics of driving by and seeing that are a lot more desirable than seeing what was there.
Well, I can't imagine any resident, or at least not the majority of residents, that wants commercial in their backyard or in their yard.
Well, 30 years went by. Go ahead, Paul.
Those buildings that were taken down, you need a demolition permit to take those down, and you gotta go through St. Louis County. You gotta get utility disconnect letters to show us that you've disconnected any utilities, so.
Apparently they did.
Are you saying they got that?
No, I'm saying that we don't have any knowledge of it, and they needed that before they tore the house down.
Yeah,
So,
well, kind of
if
indicative
if
of
you
what-
tear it down without all that information, you know, you're in danger of creating, you know, explosions and problems.
Right.
So,
Wow.
so they're, if they did it, then they're in violation of not applying for a demolition permit.
But we, at P and Z, I at least had a conversation when we were finished with that night at least, the chairman pro tem, and we discussed the fact that P and Z probably, it's been about, as you saw from the comp plan, that it's a 2013 vintage, so they are probably, it's probably about time for them to review the comp plan anyway, in general, and then discuss, you know, all of these areas and what we think ought to be done. Not necessarily that it has to be changed to industrial, but that they would have a chance to talk about what they would like to see there. You know, is it more of a higher density residential, you know, apartments, or would it be better to, you know, just put in similar to Clydesdale Manor or something like that? So I think that's probably a good idea. They should probably re-look at the comp plan for the whole city overall and, you know, take it piece by piece and then update that plan, and then, you know, it's got all the old data from the 2010 census and stuff like that, and obviously the city's changed a little bit since then, so, yeah, I think that'd be a good thing.
I'm also kind of curious if the seller, if he's reached out to any home builders, any companies in the St. Louis area, if they're interested, especially the last two. I don't know if it did Cindy's Court, but Clydesdale Manors was Big Bride, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
It was.
Okay. So,
Yeah, and that would be interesting, if they had any interest in that, you know, we can certainly reach out to, you know, McBride and then the gentleman that did Cindy's Court and stuff like that, just see if there's any interest, but we wouldn't do that unless the owner wants us to, but if they did, then we would certainly look into that.
They would grab that property in a New York second, they would love that. In fact, when we turned down the original proposal on the Thuston property, if you remember, those were nice townhomes. But the people, was an older crowd that came in here that equated townhomes and condo concept with low-income people and all this, and they're worth way more than the homes, like in my neighborhood in Ward 1. It would be a beautiful addition to have those townhomes here. It would bring younger people too that don't want to mow the lawn, just want to be business people, run over to the park. Yeah, I'd like to see it to go back to that.
Right, that's certainly what the comprehensive plan wants to see, is that, you know, we waited many years for the masonry company to be available, shut down, and now's the time. So, it doesn't sound like there's anybody that really wants to explore having it go PLI, so we'll at least let the developer know that's where it's probably heading, and then it'll be on the agenda next month for a decision, up or down. Probably down.
Can I say something for P and Z? They had a buyer for that property who wanted to keep it as commercial.
Yeah, he's
So-
the applicant.
Yeah, so they actually had, you know, it under control, they wanted to put it
No,
under
no, whereas
contract.
what we were saying though was,
Yeah,
is there
we said-
anybody that wants to do it residential?
Right, oh, no, I know.
We
They
know
did
there's a
have
guy that
somebody for
will
commercial.
fill it up with trash and pile it high, but
Yeah, we were
we're trying to
aware-
find
we were
somebody
aware
that
of
doesn't want to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So we got a motion here?
What was the motion like?
No, I don't think there's a motion.
No, we don't have a motion.
Yeah, we were just doing a discussion tonight, and
Yeah,
the
just-
next meeting we'll have the motion.
All right, how about any citizens that want to comment? Brad?
I guess before I start, I'd like a show of hands of how many people were here 30 years ago. Okay? The reason that property was zoned commercial, residential at the time, was to have a core of residential properties there. The gentleman over there said it's clearly commercial, but he made no representation at all of why it should be residential or commercial. My opinion is that the comprehensive plan as it now stands should remain exactly the way it is, so the residential core will somewhat remain the same. I doubt if a lot of people were here when Home Depot showed up. And he spent a lot of time, and they wanted to change some residential property. And Ronnie Hill probably wouldn't have existed after they did it. It would have been very much advantageous for them, but not for the residents. And I don't see changing this property to light commercial would be advantageous at this time for the residential people. I think it should remain that way and see what happens. There's a lot of fill-in properties happening today that are residential because there's not a lot of ground left to do it. And Carol made a good point, which I think you all should study too. Residential properties 30 years ago are different than residential properties today because the buyers and owners of those properties have different ideas about what residential property should be.
Lifestyle.
And I think that residential zoning there was proper at the time, and I think it's proper now, and I don't think it should be changed.
Thanks, Brad.
Could I mention something too? There was a car dealership that thought they were gonna buy up from Lindbergh all the way down Chesson Ferry on our side. They thought they were car dealerships. I believe it was our comprehensive plan that terminated that immediately. I mean, they were creeping, buying inch by inch by inch, and that halted it. So, I mean, we've got a great plan.
Yeah, and I'd be concerned about, you know, what happens to, if this were to go, you know, to be rezoned PLI, which nobody's saying, but if it did, you know, what would happen then when the county wants to move out, you know, then is that lot gonna stay, you know, so it's like, I think the two kind of go hand in hand. And if you change your comp plan now for that, then you're gonna be expected to change it for all the other ones. So I think it's good to stick to the plan the way it's written, but, yes, sir.
Can I point out one more thing? We are talking about 3.03 acres. So unfortunately, by the time you get retention and you get all this other things in, there's not that much room for homes. And I've already talked with McBride. I've got a good friend that's the vice president there, goes to St. Simon's. I've already talked with them, it's too small for them to mess with them. Why do they want to mess with these little lots when they've got 80 or 100 acres right down here from the farmers? Like, so the reality is, I would like to see somebody do something with it and clean it up. I'm honestly probably potentially going to be that guy. But I also clearly, the one lot is, I mean, the two can go back to grass, or you can build on tomorrow if you wanted. But unfortunately, with the way regulation is set up, with the size of the lots and everything else, and having to do retention and all this, it's not cost effective to build on. So unless you want to put in a McMansion or an acre, and then in reality, like,
Did you say that was like 3 acres?
it's 3.03.
Each acres.
3 point, it is 3 point, little bit over by a smidge.
You could put custom homes in there, and I see that a lot going in. They're knocking down little houses and putting custom homes. Lombardo does it, a lot of, and that's where you get, that's where they'll put in a rain garden, or real quick, we design a lot of those in my company. We'll be doing it when we're in Town and Country or Florissant or Ladue, the areas. I get his point, there's not enough there, but I think somebody if they want to put in a custom home.
Well, townhomes.
The street over on, right off of Tesson, that, where the sewing machine company is, what's the name of the street?
East Concord?
Concord School Road.
Are you talking about, oh.
By,
That's East Concord.
East
East
Concord?
Concord. They've just built 2 homes over there that they're getting, what, $800,000 for, they're asking?
$1.05 million.
Oh, okay. They're over $1 million. So it can be done.
If you find the right buyer, yeah,
Sure.
it could be done, but McBride, yeah, it's too small for them.
Is the floor open for discussion or not?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, not really, but.
The point he made is singular. McBride does not look at those kind of parcels, but many others do. McBride is a completely different animal than a lot of other builders.
Like the one here that you had, the custom homes.
City's
Court, yeah.
Yeah.
I think those started like half
Oh,
$1 million.
yeah. They will.
It all boils down to one thing, money. If they can get it rezoned, that property will become a lot more expensive, possibly, than building homes on it. But if you want a core of homes in the city of Green Park, that should remain residential.
Not to mention that if you rezone it to PLI and don't have a plan, that it could be anything that's allowed in PLI, and, you know, you might have to, you know, we're talking about all different kinds of uses, including, you know, the marijuana cultivation and things like that, which have smell that people that live back there won't want to smell. So, you just have to be careful about turning, I mean, industrial is one thing, light commercial is different. They want industrial, so just remember that.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Actually, miscellaneous.
Oh, hold on, I'm sorry.
Where are you going tonight?
Is there any miscellaneous items
I
to
wanted
discuss?
to say something. You probably saw it on television, possibly, on Marbob, on a beautiful day. I think it was 70 degrees on Marbob, and there was at least 10 houses that had sewage backup. So I do have to give kudos to the mayor. He turned around he had gone to a fish fry, immediately turned around from where he was headed when I emailed or called him about Miss Snyder. It called me panicking, sending me pictures of her basement. So the mayor turned around, went over there, checked it out, got a hold of MSD. They found out there were 3 to 5 buckets of grease coming from the restaurants. So he managed to get that all taken care of with pretty much in a few hours, and then in the next morning. So the residents on Marbob have evidently been dealing with this for a long time. It's the first time I heard about it, but MSD says they're going to take care of them. So
Did they find
anybody
out,
from Marbob here?
did they find out who it was coming from?
No, but their MSD's like, we are not stopping until we find out who it is.
MSD does know.
Hold on, response. Do they know?
Yeah, they know. And
I haven't heard
they're gonna
anything
try
else.
to then have that business or businesses
Yeah.
contribute to paying for us.
Yep.
But MSD is gonna take care of it and then get reimbursed.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Anyone else, miscellaneous?
Yeah, I give kudos to the sewer company for getting there quick and calming those people down. Are we gonna discuss the office assistant job duties and have any, like, work sessions or do something to discuss this? Or is this went out and you guys are gonna interview as they come in?
It has not gone out. You guys asked me to give you a copy of Kelsey's original job description.
Was this it?
That was it, that's what
Okay.
Kelsey provided.
Can we do that and expedite that?
Expedite,
Getting it out, putting it together, getting it out, and
Okay.
interviewing, whoever's gonna interview, fine, just do it.
okay. If I want to make any adjustments to it?
It looks like, do everything you're supposed to do when you're in there. The city clerk tells you, deputy city clerk tells you, but primarily it's the backlog of files, which I believe Kelsey was hired to do originally, but we got very busy. Yeah, so as long as, yeah, looks good
Okay.
to me.
Teresa, are those gonna come to you?
Yes.
Good.
Anyone else? Any miscellaneous? May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Michael,
Second.
second. Carol, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion passes and the meeting is adjourned at 8 o'clock.
I would like to ask all the board, if you know of anybody who wants to donate any money, attendance